As-Salaam-Alaikum, brothers and sisters.
Be seated, please. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful, to whom all praise is due, and I forever thank Allah for our leader and teacher, Messenger Elijah Muhammad, the last of the messengers, the last of the prophets, the last of the warners to come to you and I in America, to warn us of the judgments and the things that is taking place that was taught to him by Master Farad Muhammad, the Lord of all the worlds.
Yes, sir.
Not Lord of one world, but Lord of all the world.
Yes, sir. That's right.
He came in the person for the purpose of rising up one man. That man was Elijah Muhammad. He came for that purpose, to give him the knowledge of self so that he can give it to you and I. And he did so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He didn't leave not one wheel unturned.
That's right.
If he had left a wheel unturned, he would have still been here trying to turn it.
Yes, sir.
But no. He did what he was told to do. And I thank him for doing so.
Yes, sir.
Today we are living in a terrible, terrible time. The days of judgment. We are living in a time that we don't know what directions to go. At least I do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to tell all of the black peoples in America
Yes, sir.
what road to take to save their life.
Right.
I thank Allah for His coming to us, giving to us such a great man as Messenger Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
And that man was numbered with the transgressors.
That's right.
He was numbered as a trickster,
That's right.
a adulterous, and a man that was always after the lust of nature. They classified him as one of the men of Satan.
That's right. Listen.
And he was classified as one that taking your money
That's right.
from you. He was classified as a man that robbed the people of the city of Detroit and went and set his headquarters up in Chicago.
Yes,
That's why that I'm glad that I promised Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad that regardless of what happened, I will do the best that I can to remain.
Yes, sir.
You don't see any more. You don't hear the voice of others crying with the voice that I cry with.
That's right. That's right. Listen.
Not because that they don't want Elijah Muhammad, it's because they want themselves.
Right. Teach, brother. Teach.
And they take Elijah's teaching to satisfy themselves.
That's right.
And at the same time, they want to kill him again.
Right.
After he has been buried.
Right.
In the cemetery there in Chicago. They kill him again.
Yes, sir.
And that's awful for a person to do, is to kill a man twice. Although he don't die but one time, physically. But don't try to kill the knowledge that he left.
That's right.
That's right.
Master Farad Muhammad said that he could probably forgive the devil for most anything he done.
Listen.
Except one. He said when the devils went and taken you and I from our home, brought us here and made us a slave and made us blind, deaf and dumb, made us a crazy acting people, taking everything from our brains that we had and fed us off of the poison swines. He said, I can't forgive him for that.
Yes, sir.
I heard him say that.
Yes, sir.
I'm not telling you what someone else told me. I'm telling you what I heard Master Farad say. Not only one time did he say it. He said it a lot of times.
Yes, sir.
Then I heard him say that he would take care of all of these devils.
Yes, sir.
He write us a letter while we was on Hastings Street. He said in the letter, he says, I'm satisfied with you. And the 4,400,000,000 is also satisfied with you. And knowing too that I can knock down all of the caves with one blow.
Yes, sir.
That's a mighty man, ain't it?
Yes, sir. That's right.
Have the power to destroy all of the white people with one blow. And he told what that one blow was, but not in the letter. And many of the people do not today and did not at that time know what that blow represented. By the study of his power, I happened to learn it.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think that anybody can condemn it if I would tell you. I have told it. And I will tell you again. I'll tell you right now what that one blow represents. That One blow represents the cutting of the shortage in the atmospheres and set the atmospheres on fire.
Yes, sir.
That's one blow.
Yes, sir.
And brother, he'll take care of everything around you.
That's right.
That's right.
Listen.
When you start breathing fire, you don't be here long.
That's right.
And I heard him say it. And I got to the end of my figures, and that was my answer. I'll cut the shortage in the atmospheres and set the atmospheres on fire. That's the last part of war. When he do that, no more. And it's written in the James Version Bible saying that an angel came
Yes, sir.
and he poured out his vial in the air.
That's right. Listen.
And he heard a voice saying, "It is done."
That's right.
That's it. So John happened to know what it was. Now, my dear beloved brothers and sisters, this time is late. And you have heard plenty. I will not be here much longer to hold you. We stopped somewhere about the dooms, did we? The last Sunday? Did we mention the dooms? Well, if we didn't, we're going to mention some of it anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Wherever I stopped at, I didn't mark it. Wherever I stopped at, I believe I was on page 35. The dooms. I have 4 books into one here from Messenger Elijah Muhammad. They sold out. Read a few words that he says here in the subject, the dooms. They sold slaves of us, made slaves, and sold us from one to another. They went to our homes, took us, brought us over here, and sold us between each other. This is the way our fathers were held. Now God wants to deliver you and me and destroy them. First, he breaks their power to rule. He brings to a naught their trade between each other. That's going on now.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Never have you since. Never have you, since you have been born, seen a president of this country going over this earth to the nations of the earth, begging them to agree with him in order to live longer.
That's right.
Look how they all has been running back and forward. We pause there for a second. Look how the presidents have been going to the big nations.
That's right.
Listen.
What is he going there for? Never before did they visit
Right.
each other in no manner. They didn't visit him and he didn't visit them. Why he have to go? Why don't they come to him
Right.
if he's the Almighty?
That's right. Teach, family.
It is because that he is not the Almighty
That's right.
and is a devil.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
And now the time for the devil has came that he should be destroyed. Because the prophet said that when God gets ready to destroy the devils, he will put them in a lake of fire and then cast that lake of fire into another lake of fire.
That's right.
When will that happen? Where is the lake? Where is the fire? Those are the things you and I should learn. What has been taught by Master Farad Muhammad. Let us continue. The devil has everything the other nations have, but he knows the other nations have their weapons trained on him, and that he would not last long if he would train his mighty weapons upon the people that are now against him. As they will tell you, we have it, but we are scared to use it because others have the same.
That's right.
And that is true. Two men with two guns. They don't want to meet each other all the time because the two got the same kind of weapon.
That's right.
That's right.
They don't want to meet each other. And so he's pleading with the nations not to use these these dreadful destructions of nations on each other. But he keeps his.
That's right.
He want to disarm you.
That's right.
Right. Teach.
That's what they talked about doing.
Yeah.
Don't use this kind of a weapon. Use the one I'm using, this little one over here. But when he goes in on people, he goes in to destroy and annihilate that country.
That's right.
Right.
The same as they said the other day.
That's right.
They wanted to get rid of Iraq,
That's
Right.
annihilate them. That means kill every man, woman, baby, or unborn, or going to be born.
That's right.
Kill them all. Why, Mr. Bush, do you want to do that? Well, I say to you and your countrymen, wherever they are, the day that any Muslim part of the world is annihilated, and you kill all of the people there, whether they of your kind or other kind, Mr. Bush, you have just set fire to your tail.
That's right.
You don't hear people trying to give you the truth as I give it to you.
That's right.
I'm not afraid.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I don't have them coming around me. They'll send you,
Right?
son of a kind.
That's right.
That's right.
And then when you get here, when he gets here, rather, then he runs right back to that dog and tells him everything we said.
That's right.
That's right. Teach it.
That's awful, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
That's what they do.
He ain't got the 2, 3 there. You can easily do away with him. Just set the house afire while they're all in there, that's all.
That's right.
Go ahead. Set it afire while we're in here.
Right.
We won't say like the man that you was fighting said, kill us all. We'll ask Allah to kill you and all of your kind.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And another thing concerning Allah, whenever the devil is preparing to destroy the righteous people, the black people who is righteous, Allah has already made his plan
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and is working
Yes, sir.
while he's trying to think to do his.
Right.
He's talking about you and me now. We may have to fight the devil right here. And we want to see Africa do the same.
Listen.
Now you understand what I say to you, that we don't need to have carpets around us.
That's right.
What I have been saying
Yes,
to
sir.
you.
Teach, brother.
He has said it, and if he didn't want me to tell you, he shouldn't have never put it so I could get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, baby. Teach it.
Teach it, brother.
Teach it.
I was taught how many would be killed. I know the number of how many of us would get killed if we should fight him. Master Farad said it. But he don't want us to fight
That's right.
because you haven't got nothing to fight with.
That's right.
You can't fight a man with a stick and he got a machine gun. You can't.
That's right.
You can't do nothing like that.
Yes, sir.
You got to depend on something else. You got to depend upon the wise of the scientists who knows how to fight by science. I heard him mention that. Use science and mess you all up. How do you know anything about it? He have shown things to me, Master Farad have, of how things can be destroyed, and you ain't got a weapon to be seen, but you will do it. The same as when we went to jail, the devil asked my father-in-law, he says, do you have a radio in your head too?
Listen.
He said, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's right. All of us got a radio in our heads, but knowing how to use it and turn it on and get the news.
Yes, sir. Teach,
Lord.
Yes, sir. Teach.
Do not you know, brothers and sisters, as far as you can see,
Listen.
you should be able to hear?
That's right.
That's one of your five senses, the two of your five senses working together, right?
Yes, sir.
As far as I can hear, I should be able to see. And as far as I can see, I should be able to hear. You can look a long ways, right?
Yes, sir.
As far as you can smell, you should be able to taste.
Go ahead.
All of these five senses works together.
Yes, teach, bring this.
The same as the five fingers on your hand. None of them works without the other.
That's right.
Notice the fingers on your hand. All of these are supposed to be 3 inches long, as they used to tell me when I was a little boy. All of these fingers. This one only got 2. 2 inches, it says. They told me. This one here hardly does a hard job. But without him, he makes the job hard for these.
Yes, sir. Teach, bring this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some people say you are made equal. There's not a finger on your hand equal to the length of the other one. And all of these 4 got joints, knuckles. It does not equal the other one. God did not make them to be as long together. All of them right across here would equal each other, right?
That's right.
When he created the first man, he didn't make him so that all his fingers would be even. Although you might try, as I have tried time after time, to make them even together.
Yes, sir.
But they are not. They are not. See? All of the 5 fingers, you got 10 fingers and 10 toes. All of them works together. If the foot with the toe on it cannot hold you up and you go to fall, these stretches for you, right?
That's right, yes, sir.
You grab something to balance yourself.
That's right.
So we makes ourselves to understand that God himself is man. Because he said, I made you after me and in my likeness. So if you would have to fight here, you have to learn something about self, of how to use your own creative minds. The mind that a person has within himself is so strong and so powerful that he can go and travel with his mind at the rates of about 4 billion miles per second. traveling with his mind. Master Farad Muhammad asked a question and a problem. He says, how many round trips will the mind of thought travel to the faraway planet Platoon, which you call Pluto? How many round trips will it make from here to Platoon? And Platoon is 4,600,000,000 miles from the surface of the sun. I have that answer somewhere, but we're not going in it. I'm just only showing you, Both these things I have them, I give them to you. That is science work. That's knowing the knowledge of self and others. Let us continue. He says he knows that he cannot destroy us because we have the champion of war with us.
That's right.
The champion of war is with us. He calls his name the Mahdi, the Messiah.
Yes, sir.
Some call him the Mahdi. And he won't allow them to take any effort upon the black man in such a way as to annihilate us from the earth. I'm talking about you and me. He won't take that kind of a chance. Allah told me, this is what the messenger is saying. Allah told me and taught me about what our people would do. He said those 7 angels that you read of in the Revelation, when the devil starts, the 7 angels are capable of cutting a corregidor in the air. They can do it too. Between this country and the other country, and confining all of his destructions in this atmospheres. The messenger says, think over that. That's something, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Leave you alone. You belong to God, to Master Farad Muhammad. Whether the people want it or not. Go back and tell them that John Muhammad said that if you do not obey what he's now teaching you concerning what the messenger have said, you will eat fire like a rat eating cheese. Tell them.
Yes, sir.
Tell them that I said it and I repeated it after what Messenger Elijah Muhammad has taught me. My brother. My blood brother.
Yes, sir.
The messenger continues saying, they, black people, have been wise enough to make a chemical which is the devil, which if the devil let go poison gas after us, will divide the non-poison gas in the air. We have that knowledge. He can't do that. will divide, I say, the non-poison gas in the air from the gas he wants to put his in. And when it comes to this sections in the air, it will be powerless to do harm over here. Do you think that the black man has been on the face of this earth for untold trillions of years, and that he has not been wise enough to protect himself on it?
Yes, sir. Deep.
A man who bought a house, we pause there. If a man that bought a house and he's got his family in the house, and he don't bother anybody, speak to you good and nice, and conversation is good with you. And just because his family is good and nice to you, and they've been living in this block here for 20 or 25 years, do you think you can walk into that house and overthrow them? You're wrong. You bring out more ammunition than you got. Sure. That is the black man here on this earth, who is God himself. The God come from him. No God came from the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white.
That's right.
The God came from that black one.
That's right.
And the book Bible tells us in this manner that he is God by saying his eyes look like balls of fire.
Yes, sir.
His feet as polished brass.
That's right. Listen.
His hair looks like lamb wool.
Right. That's him.
He got to be a black man, right? The messenger says he's an old man. The hair of his head tells his age. Old fellow. Been here for untold trillions of years. And today, here we are, now ready to destroy this man who had a break in our 25,000-year cycle. Standing ready. He knew what the devil was going to do when Yaku made him. His uncle asked him, says, what can you make, Yaku, that will bring other than bloodshed in the land? Knowing him. A God, little child talking to a God, but that same child was black like his father. And he come up to be a God over the unalike people, the white people. All praises due Allah.
Yes, sir.
Your protections today is God. We don't look for other people, other nations to come save us. They can't do it. You don't hear other nations talking about, let's go to America and save the black man. No. You don't read where anybody said in the story of Samson, let us go and help Samson, the Philistines is on him. You don't see where they said anything for him. Samson didn't ask any of them to help him fight his battle. He didn't go back to his people and says, come over here and help me to fight these people. They outnumber me. I'm only one. Samson only had God with him to fight his battle. But this picture shows you and I that if we take part with this man of America, we'll pull the building down on ourselves and we will be destroyed with him, just like Samson. By wanting a wife in that nation of people. That's the way it always started. Let us go further. When I get to the bottom down here, then I got a question here I got to answer. And the time is near about 4 o'clock. But you heard a lot from our brother. I want this room as crowded as it can get. So I can start. After he said a prayer, I'll be sitting right here waiting. When he said a prayer, I'll tell him, sit down now. You done had your time. Okay. It takes a long time to break down this knowledge to you so that you can understand what Elijah Muhammad taught. It takes a long time. Not adding to it, but you got to know what he's meaning and what he's saying when he's writing, because he could not write what he wanted to write. Too much to write. When he started giving history and others in the Pittsburgh Courier, he told the people, he says, it will take series of articles for me to write to you. But if you were here where I could talk to you, I could tell it to you if you just sit and wait. The messenger says, do you not know that the black man made the white man and taught him all that he knows? The devil's books teach you and me that we made the white man. Who created you? Can't tell you that. Only thing I can do is refer you to God, because there was nobody here when I came but God. And the messenger tells you, he says, when you go home and look in the mirror, you're looking at God all the time. Why don't the people come and hear this knowledge? You can read to me from the books that he has. Now, I have not read completely through all of the books that he wrote, such as Message to Black Man, Our Savior Has Arrived, Fall of America, How to Eat to Live. I haven't read all through them books. Not one of them have I read through. When I pick it up a lot of time to read it, I say, I heard that. He told me that. And furthermore, not only that, he fixed me. So I don't have to read it. You read it. Then you come and ask me what you want to know, and I'll tell you. black saying the alphabets, the ABCs. You know, sometimes I have forgotten how to say them. I have tried my own self. So look at here, I forgot how to say my ABCs. You know, that's the name we used to call them, the alphabets. But now here, don't you stop. If you stand up before me and you start saying them, don't you stop, but I'll correct you. That's the way I am. By most of the work that the messenger have give to me. This book challenges the white man to prove that we didn't make him. This one. And the Quran. And the Bible. We can take them and challenge all of the white people. And our own kind.
That's right. Yes, sir.
That we did make the white man. And they cannot condemn nothing of it. Who created you? Who made you? Did you make yourself? The white man, he's talking to the white man. The white man knows he came from the black man, but he has killed you of that knowledge, since he has had the use of you for 400 years. Now you think he's going to tell you that you made him? No, he's not going to tell you that. Even to according to your name, you named after him. When he brought you over here, beat the name of your fathers out of your mind, kill you, taking everything away from you that you own, made you blind, deaf, and dumb to self and others. No knowledge at all. You had no school to go to for 310 long years. 310 long years. Black America had no kind of a school to go to for self. Then after he was freed and was allowed to go to school, who was your teacher? Your own kind. When you become to teach your own kind, the knowledge of what you had, you got it from the white man. And when you went to your kind with it, you knew nothing else to say but only what boss said. That's why that we are in a terrible shape today. And do you think that I, John Muhammad, will love and wants to obey white people for what they have done to us? You should have the same mind that I have. Every black man in America should have the same mind that I have. And that's what I'm after. Let us come together and live together in peace.
That's right.
In love for one another. Teach our black brothers and sisters how to love and care for each other. You will never have any drugs. That's right. Remove this skunk.
That's right. That's right.
The white people. And you still won't have any drugs. Don't he know where it come from? Many of our people right today who shooted themselves with all this kind of a stuff don't even know where the roots of it at, where it came from. All he know, he goes to a pusher. But where it came from, you don't know. Even the dealer of our kind, they don't know where it comes from. Ask them if you know one. Ask them where it came from. You don't know. But Mr. Bush and his gang, they knows.
That's right.
If they know where it comes from, why don't they stop it before it get here? No, because they want you to use it. It'll make you crazy. He wants to kill Mama and Papa. If she got $1, go back home. I saw Mama with $1 this morning. I'm going back there and take it. But if you come in to love each other, Mama can leave her $1 laying on the table anytime she get ready. You wouldn't take it. The white man knows he came from the black man, but he has killed you of that knowledge since he has had the use of you for 400 years. That's what he have done. He had the use of you in every respect, in every way. He had the use of our men as though if that man was a woman. He did it.
Go ahead.
He taught you in that same manner, and when the little black boy and the little white boy is out playing together, what could you say? You better not go tell it.
That's right.
Because the white boy made you do whatever he wanted you to do. You couldn't do nothing about it. But we don't want to hear this. I know it. I know we don't want to hear it. I don't like to teach it this way. But people who probably have not thought in this manner, I like to tell you it because you are my brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Look at what they are doing today before our eyes, right on TV, late at night if you're watching. Sometimes it's not late at night. Look at these stories that starts at 1 o'clock on TV. The General Hospital and this other couple there. The worst things can be before children. That's right. Then while the little southern devil and the little southern black boys out playing together, whatsoever he want to put into the mind of this black child, he do it. Yes, sir. He do it. That same little small devil would walk up to a black man or black woman and tell them, you say yes, sir, to me.
Small piece to what they did.
You had to do it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about back in the days of slavery. I'm talking about back in the days of freedom. After we was free. I remember one day just before we left the South. My mother and my auntie was over there, and I went with them to this devil's house, making pork sausages. And I played with the little white boy there in the house, and his daddy went downtown, and he told me, he said, you come along and go with me. I want you to watch him. So we didn't have too far to walk. And on the way down to where he was going to turn us back home, he said to me, he said, listen, if any nigger or white boy touch him, kill him. Told me that. I said, yes, sir. Couldn't say nothing else. Because he would have killed me if I had a buck against what he was saying. But happened we come back safe, nobody bothered us. But I looked at that little skunk. You see, I ain't never liked a white man. A white baby. If I see a white woman pregnant, I hate her and the baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just upon then that she got the baby by a black man, that makes me hate her more. Because I knows what the messenger said concerning what's going with white women and black woman with white men. Try to get that out of your mind, brother, because here's his brother standing here, and I knows what he said he was going to do. And I'm going to do the same thing if I live to do it. And if I don't, the next one I'm going to put it in his mind to do that what I couldn't do. That's the way you have a government. Then people tell you Elijah taught hate. Hate against who? If Elijah Muhammad taught hate, then God taught hate. Even in the Bible there it says that God loved one of the brothers and hated the other one. David said, oh Lord, I hate those that hate you. I'm the same way. If you hate Master Farad Muhammad, I hate hell out you.
That's right. That's right.
Man called me on the telephone right in this temple here and told me I should be killed for teaching Elijah so and so and so. Yeah. Told me on the telephone in the temple here. Went upstairs. So I know your whole family. I said, brother, I don't give a damn who you know.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
I said, if I should be killed, I said, I'll walk out there on the street and you come on by here. I said, I'm here. Come on by. Don't be late. Be on time. He didn't come by. He haven't called no more either. He could be dead.
That's right. That's right. Praise him. Right.
If he's not dead, he's in such a fix that he can't come by.
That's right.
Be careful in how that you treat a person that's trying to be good to you.
Right. Right.
Don't bother him. Leave him alone. I've seen men that wanted to kill the messenger. And if I had a note that man was trying to do that at that time, one stroke that I had with me would have cut his head clean off of his body. I'm telling you facts. I wanted to see one, and I told the messenger about it. And from what that I saw about the man, the messenger told me, he said that was a sign that Allah takes care of my enemies. I said he had a scar on his neck, looked like where he escaped a hanging. He said he could have had. So maybe somebody tried to kill him, and Allah saved him so you could see what he does to the hypocrites. You know, a person that loves Allah and willing to give their life, as I ask Allah, standing in my house, if that one should die for the sake of Islam, let me be first. No man in America had died as yet for the sake of Islam. When I asked the question to Master Farad Muhammad, he looked at me and smiled. That's all. And no man from that day has touched me. Nobody. Because I was not the man to die. Devils and all, they don't bother me. They look at me and wish me well. Don't kill those of his, because he will never get through killing them. In California, look how many was killed of the messenger's followers.
Yes, sir.
Look how many was beat up. And you watch this last man, and he was not his follower. Watch this last one. Master Farad said, leave him alone. You don't know which one belonged to me. Told the devil that. And look how Allah worked. Let this man go and take a picture of it, of what they was doing to a black man. And here our people, many of them by the thousand walking around here, they ain't doing a thing. Some speaks for it, some don't. Some is scared.
That's right. That's right.
No, don't say this about what the white folks is doing. They in war now, they kill you. I don't give a damn what he is.
That's right. That's right. That's right, brother.
I've been in war ever since I got here, 400 years ago, with the same man. Take your sister and hang her upside down and use a bowie knife. Split her stomach open and she's pregnant, and then stomp the baby's head in the ground. Then we're going to forget it.
Right. Never forget. Never.
I would just love to make him in the manner that he did to her, give his wife when she's pregnant, and make him stand and look at what I would do to her. Another white man wouldn't kill another black man, neither would they beat him up if they would see what I would do to that woman. And she's pregnant. I wouldn't kill her right like that. I go and get me a good, nice fried fish sandwich or chicken sandwich, and I sit down there and make him kill her by degree. Make him do it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's how you do it.
After he has cut off 1,000 pieces of her and then ate the baby, then I'd kill him.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Well, some of our people say, oh, you do that? Don't you know that's murder? That's a shame. Master Farad Muhammad said to us, he said in our teacher's class, if you kill the devil, you haven't killed nothing but a snake.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
That's just what he said. I'm listening at this, brothers and sisters. I'm looking in his mouth. What I tell you, I have looked in the mouth of Master Farad Muhammad when he's saying it.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to tell you what the messenger said all the time. No. Because I got two people, Master Farad Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad, to talk from. And I can tell you what both of them told me when I get started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of things that has been said and done. About us. And the devil is so wise now, he keep his talking about you a secret and pat you on the back.
That's right. Yes, sir.
That's right.
That's what he do.
So you can go and fight regardless to who you're fighting, your people or not, long as he say that they is his enemy.
Yes, sir.
Then when he come back home, like they did those in the First World War, when he come back home, he hang them to trees.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir. Listen.
Don't have to wait for the First World War. He did the same thing in the Second.
That's right.
And he's doing the same thing in this one.
That's right.
You know, it's a bad thing for a person to be hung to a tree. And what about a person that you go and sentence him for life on a false charge in the prison? You got him home just the same. And many black men have been to prison without even thinking about the charge that they put against them. Many of them I still get letters from the jail. They talk bold. Some of them talk bold, brothers and sisters.
Yes,
To
sir.
be in the jail there. They talk bold to them. I read this on the mail sometime. They talk bold. It's
Yes, sir.
makes me feel good. Makes me feel like putting my belt on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We go kill some snakes.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Well, brothers, sisters, I'm going to close that now. You talk some more. Bring all the people that you can bring here. The more I see, the more I tell you what Master Farad Muhammad and the messenger taught me.
Yes, sir.
So I don't care.
That's right.
I'm only one man. You didn't kill me, it's all right. You didn't kill all of them.
That's right.
Make no difference when you go to the war, you don't know you're going to get killed, right?
That's right.
That's right. Come in, get him, John. Take him down there and hang him on a post so everybody can see him. And I bet you'll be fighting like hell just because they did it.
That's right.
That's why I ask for unity. You think I'm asking the black man to unite for nothing? Huh? No, I'm asking you to unite together. So like Master Farad said, that he came here to unite you and me together.
That's right.
And then get me 10,000 fearless men,
Yes,
he
sir.
said.
Yes, sir.
Ain't got 10,000 fearless ones yet. A fearless man is a man don't give a damn whether he live or die when he get ready to go out someplace. That's a fearless
Yes,
man.
sir.
When I sit home, and my captain, lieutenant, call for me, say, we're in battle here with some devils here, I'm going to stay home. Y'all shouldn't be down there. You shouldn't do that. I don't feel good. I'm sick.
That's right.
Let one tell me that. He's sick. And you out there scuffling, trying to free yourself. And he called him back. He tell, I'm sick. I can't come down there. He sure will be sick when I get to him.
That's right.
He'll be a dead duck.
That's right.
Right.
I got it right here in this book here where the messenger says, I don't want cowards.
That's right. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I ain't telling you something that says this or that. No. Fill up this place and I'll show you how good that with the teachings that I have received from our Lord and the messenger, show you how quick the dog will give you something.
That's right.
Give it to you. That's right. Let me hush now. Well, I'm on the wrong track for right now, I guess. I have a question, number one. Why do we use the 5-point star instead of the 6-point star? Why? Why do we use the 5-point instead of the 6? That's all right. You mean that? I would have liked for it to be moved and show you how the 6 was made for the Jews. That's their star. It don't have the millions in it like this one does. Only the one place there it says that it got the 6 points. The Master Farad says 6 Jews can give a better justice than one. But now they don't even give the justice to one.
That's right.
With his 6 points, it is the star of the devil. He took the square like this, like that. Then he turned the other part and made the 6 points. He took 2 squares to make 1 star. What is the sign of them 2 squares making 1 star? Well, it's a 6-point star. It is the sign of this. It takes 2 people to make a human being. Right?
Right.
It takes 2 human beings to make a human being. It takes 2 rattlesnakes to make a rattlesnake, right?
That's right.
So we take the square and we put it together and make 6 points. Now I got 6 points. Now what is the meaning of my 6 points? My 6 points mean that I will stay here for 6,000 years, and after 6,000 years, then the justice of 5 points is going to wipe me off from the map.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So we don't use the 6 point. The star represents justice. The 6 points represents justice. As well as this one represents justice. But this one got 5 points to it because that it is the circle around from here all the way around, and it makes that circle to equal the whole degrees of 360 degrees, because from one point here to this point here equals 72 degrees, and 5 times 72 equals 360, which is the circumference around here. And 360 degrees is where on your, what rule is that carried? It's this compass, the compass that you have, and you have it's split in half. You got 90 degrees up this way.
Yes, sir.
Right? And this compass, you can make whatever that you want to make with it.
Yes, sir.
That's your star. You make your star from it if you want to. So you have the sign of the star here with 5 points, which is the field, the year, the sea, and small. Did I say small? And the other one is taste. Now you ain't got no more. Just like I was saying there just now, as far as you can see, you should hear. As far as you can hear, you can see. All right, then, if you can, inside of these 5 points, you contain these 5 senses, and they are apart as far as 72 degrees, then you should be able to understand the knowledge of the other one, because as you travel here, you want to get to this one when you see it. And when you see that one, you want to get here. And when you know anything, you have made the whole circle of 360 degrees. That's why that we talk to 32 or 33 degrees of the masonry which Muhammad gave to the devil with the 6-pointed star, that we don't need 6 points. What is that 6 point, the 6th one? What good will it do? It is not for you. That's like a man got 6 fingers on his hand. And most people that have 6 fingers on their hand, that 6th finger is a lumber one, right?
Right.
It's not a real finger like this one. Some of them grow the nail, and some have a little nail on there. Like the president had 6. President Reagan's He had 6 fingers, 6 toes. They had him cut off. He was 6 foot. That's how come a lot of people said that he was the last one to be about. He was the sign of it. He would. So now the 6-pointed star don't have a circle there, because if you put the 72 degrees with these 6 here and multiply them to 72 by 6, you won't get a circumference like that you can get in mathematics in the earth.
Right.
You got to use 5.
That's right.
In order to get that circle. Now, the star meaning justice. We don't use all of these stars here. Don't need them. Why don't we use one? Master Farad Muhammad taught us, when he taught us about the flag, he says, the black man doesn't need all of these. He said, this man got them and he don't give justice to nobody.
That's right.
But every state got a star. So the justice of the star, to use here, we take this one to represent all of the stars. This one. This is a long question, so I won't go through it about the star, because it's a very long question. It would take you hours to talk about one part of it, one point. Hours. Master Farad told me when I would teach the flag on Hastings Street in 1933, he told me, he says, don't try to talk all of it, because you don't know it all. And I don't. He says, the only thing you do is teach that what you have learned. And that you don't know, leave it alone. That's the way he taught it to me. Because he's sending me now to go teach the flag to the people. So that star represents all of them. Now, how can you make it be to represent all of them? Remove just one.
Yeah.
And then you ask the man that think you got the power, tell him, say, remove one of these stars that you see out there.
That's right.
And how many did you make?
Yes, sir.
So this star, brothers and sisters, is a total represent justice. That's what that J is up there for. Is justice. It'll catch you too.
What's that?
Master Farad told me, he says, brother, he says, the star represents justice, and the justice will catch kings and queens, judges and lawyers. When the justice is come and worked on them, this star takes care of them. That star is justice. That's why he look at you warily. What can he say? Ask him, so, well, which one did you create? Which one did your forefathers create? I said, my forefathers create this one here. And all of the rest that you got there. Now, look at yours, Mr. Skunk. Which one did you create? We don't need a 6-pointed star. We don't use them. We never did use them. To tell you the facts about it as I was taught. Get you something that's large and round and set it in the dark room. Or if you get a nice football, not a football, a basketball, and set it up on a pinnacle. and set it up here. And let a man, and don't no light be in here, let a man get behind it with a flashlight. And when you get to that door there, you're going to see 5 points. You ain't going to see 6. You can't see the football, the basketball, because the light with this flashlight is right up against it, see? Right up against there. That flashlight represents the sun. And being far away, your distance, you will never see 6 points. You always see 5. And so we use the 5-point star. Pay more to it. There is not only 6-point star, there is some nation once used, as the messenger said to me, 18-pointed star. Now, what is the 18 representing? With those people. We can't take it with the Indians. We can use it with the Indians when they came here to this country. They were here near about 18,000 years before that this part was discovered by Columbus and Americans. They was exiled from India about 16,050 years ago. They was exiled for trying to take the religion of Buddha to worship, which was in India. We exiled them through the states into this part where nobody lived. The Indians, that's why they say that this is the Indians' country. That's right, we give it to them. That's right. Islam. You don't jump up and do what you want to do. If so, we'll exile you out of the country from our home. We are not going to, the messenger said, we are not going to exile anybody else. We're going to kill you where we find you. That's why we ran it. When justice said, take your head off, we're going to take your head off.
That's right. That's right.
The 6-pointed star belongs to the devils. The devil Jews, that is their star, made from square. Our star we created as a planet, and the first one that we created is an inhabitant planet, and that's this one. It's the oldest planet in the universe, one you standing on. Get away from it, and she looks just like that. No other planet is as old as this one that people live on. It tells in the Bible that this is the oldest planet when it said that the earth was void and the water was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Right?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He had not called the sun. Then he said, let there be light. Master Farad said, this is the oldest planet. This is the planet of where the gods come from, and the planet where they live in order that you and me today might survive in any way we want to. We can have tornadoes all day long on it. But in the movements, he'll make the tornadoes skip over you.
That's right.
That's right. Devils don't bother with us concerning our knowledge of that. What he want to do is to keep you away from that knowledge. This is a long subject to talk about. If I thought I could have finished it, I wouldn't have never said what I said there. But I know I couldn't finish it because it's too much. Number 2, speaking on the same thing. Does the 5-point star mean justice, or do all stars mean justice? All of them mean justice, because you don't have a 6-pointed star. All of them mean justice. All of the stars. Master Farad said when he demonstrated this flag to us, he said that the star here means justice. He says, one for each state, and still he does not give you justice. He gives justice to the rich.
That's right.
That's right.
But he don't give none to the poor.
That's right.
That's right.
He gives justice more to his kind and none to you.
That's right.
That's right.
The justice, the star. Yes, the star means justice, regardless to where you see that 5-pointed star at. It means justice. That's what made our people, when they saw John Hopkins' ship, he had one of these flags on his ship. And they thought that wherever that they see this flag, they would get justice. And they lowered it up. After he's told them about to go, oh yeah, he's all right. He's all right. But when he got out in the high seas, he took this flag down, put up the Englishman flag. Then after they had did these things, fixed it so you couldn't get justice in it, by that Constitution, by saying, let us draw up a Constitution for our posterity.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Our posterity means their own people. That means them a straight line down the family of their people. The same thing. Now, where's yours? You had none. You had none. No, nothing in this Constitution is for you and me. We got amendment in there, but amendment just like a joke on a deck of cards. That's right. You can put them in and you can take them out. That's what amendment is. If they both do not stand for justice, where What does the others mean? 6 and so forth, or what? As the point means. They just a star with a point to it, and it have the meaning to it like I said. The 6-pointed star is their dooms. He can't go no further. 6,000 years has come to an end. This will never come to an end because it is the title of the man's 5 senses. 6 point is his title that he holds of 6,000 years. And this one is the ruler. So we'll use one. We got many gods over here, right?
Yes, sir.
We got one.
Yes, sir.
One God. Some say that others mean different things in their religion and whatnot. Just like today claims to be Easter Sunday. Rabbits laying hen eggs. And that is false. People's color eggs. And they say it came from the pagans.
Right.
And the pagans are called heathens. And it applies to a person who is neither Jews nor Christians nor Muslims. Pagan religion. It refers to one of the ancient polytheists, pagans, of their God, and they did it and brought it to the people in the West as a Christian religion. The 3 gods. 3 gods.
Yes, sir.
So Master Farad come with one God,
That's right.
one sun, one star, one moon.
That's
So my dear beloved brothers and sisters, it's later. So come back again, because this question is all about your own flag. The others, pay no attention to them. There's some flag don't have a star on it, but it has a streak of the red, the sun. And every star, every flag that has a star in it, Master Farad Muhammad says, it was taken from this flag, that he might have a star to represent justice. So there's a lot there to learn. So keep on coming back, and we will go through with the whole thing. I used to do that on a Wednesday night for Master Farad and the Messenger, is to tell what this flag represents and what it does. This, in the wearing of it, some of the brothers that came to the temple, they wanted to have it so that if a brother in the FOI, sister in the MGT, could not master the ring, take it. if you can't master your flag, we won't take it. But if you disobey what's in the flag, then we take it. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So if you break the laws of what's in the flag, then we take what you got on. Same way it is with a Mason, as I was talking about just now. If a Mason meet another Mason and this other Mason is in the wrong, he can take it off of him and carry it back to his lodge. So that's the way it goes, brothers and sisters. There's others mean 6 and so forth. Or what do the points mean? There have been, as I said, up as high as 18 points used by different ones, different nations. That you don't see a star today used by a nation of 18 points. At least I have, it's not in my book. With the 18 points, I don't see a flag in my book with 18, star with 18 points. Why? We have destroyed so many nations. Quran teaches you that, says how many nations have we destroyed that didn't give justice. That's why that we're going to destroy this man.
Yes, sir.
He didn't give you justice. It's not so much about fighting over there, about this or that, or fighting. No. All of the fighting of the last war is you, about you.
That's right.
Not about something other that they picked up out there. It's about you. What they have done to our fathers, our mothers, now Allah is going to pay them back with the death that He writes in His own book, saying the wages of sin is death.
Yes, sir.
He got to pay for it now.
That's right.
That's right.
Another party said, it is payday.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're in now, payday.
Yes, sir.
Oh, brother, you know what? It makes me feel good to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
I can stand here all night long. This guy, that's why it takes my time, so that you will understand clearly what the teacher says.
That's right.
This is what Allah and the Messenger has taught me. We don't care about these other points no more. See what he got? He got 5 points. Now in Chicago, I think they still, if they haven't changed, the police wear a badge of 6 points in Chicago. But I think they have changed it to 5 points. I don't know. I ain't paid them no attention anymore for a long time. Live forever. That's it. That's how long it will be here. Forever. You can't put another one there. You can't take one out. Just like if a fly comes to you when you're eating and takes something out of your plate, you can't go and get it back.
That's right.
I thank you. May Allah bless you and grant you your wish. And from time to time, I will bring you more into your flag, which this question arrived from, to my judgment, is from the justice that is there. And the justice is the star. And without the star, you cannot live more than 5 to 6 days. If you just take one out of the universe, 5 days usually be your limit. That's what was told to me. Just like that one, remove that one, and you can't live. No time with it. 2 days will be the longest you can live without it. Without the sun, maybe one day. Maybe you'll live one day if you didn't have the sun, because the whole universe will be thrown into darkness and your eyes will be laying on your cheekbone. Yes, sir. You have the greatest of all. The devil told me one day, he said, you got the real thing. Yeah. Can I join? That was in the welfare. I was in the welfare. One long after I had become a Muslim, I just had got married. I didn't have no job. And I'm in the welfare, and this devil told me that. He asked me, could he join? I said, I don't know. You have to see Master Farad or the minister. I don't know. I know. But I'm there after some bread. So you have to use your head when you go. You have to use your head when you go into the devil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna tell you no. You might tell me, well, I can't give you a check today. So that's the greatest work of the universe. Just like the song says, Allah gives to you the best of His creation. The best of His creation. The sun, the moon, the star. That's His best. You is not compared with being the best of His creation. Like this, because if He had made you and not have these, you couldn't live. So He first have these so that you can live. And this one, Master Farad said, was first one that come out. Yes. It was void, but still, Spirit moved upon the deep, and deep has 4 sides. The first one to have north, west, east, and south. You ain't got no more. Right?
Yes, sir.
So anything that got those points to it is sides. You got sides in it in mathematics. So I'm going to keep this question, and then we're going to talk some more about it. We're going to go a long ways the next time that it comes, that I come up. I speak just on that, and we go a long ways in it. That's it. Like style, something else.
Yes, sir.
One of the scientists had power over the stars. Scientists have power over the stars. He left men to have power over all that he created and made. That's right. Even to the tornado that you heard through the night and seen, there's a man got power over that.
Yes, sir.
A man. Floods and everything comes about. There's a man got power over it. Let it come according to his will. If he wills it today, look out, brother, it's coming today.
That's right.
Man using science in power, well, you don't bother with that man. That's God working. They are called gods. Yaqub was a god in his day. A god, and his people obeyed him, and he was successful in everything he done. I want to tell you what some of that success is that will make you go faster and faster into your nation and become a people to have whatever that you want. That's right. Master Farad said he was going to show us how to make the devil eat salt out of your hand. Yes, sir. He said that. And don't forget, what he said comes true.
That's right.
He might love one that can do it. As-Salaam-Alaikum. Thank you, my dear beloved brothers and sisters, for being present. You may have your seat again because they ain't through. They got something else they want to ask you. Brother Jim want to ask you for a little money.
That's right. As-Salaam-Alaikum. Through spiritual teachings, you're always under the supreme ministry.